Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. This is Deep Cuts Reactions and my name's Greg, and I guess it's inevitable that I would be playing this song, sometime or another. Uh, Alex Pretty was just killed yesterday up in Minneapolis, and so that was the second one. Renee Good was the first. Uh, Two beautiful souls that were snuffed out for no frickin' reason at all. It's just everybody here in the U.S. is just in a state about it. Don't know what's going to happen next, but it's probably not going to be pretty. So we'll find out. So anyway, I'm playing Ohio by Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, and there's a lot of other versions out there and stuff, but the original is special. It really is. After the shootings at Kent State, and this is part of my history. When I was growing up, this was 1970, and I guess I graduated the next year. So yeah, I was really politically aware. Vietnam was at the end of your high school years. So yeah, I was, I guess, 17 when this came out, and the year after, I would have been drafted if that had happened. But that's what we all faced, when I was growing up. So like I say, maybe not everybody remembers it, but it was a huge, huge deal. One of the Vietnam protests, and the National Guard were called in, and a bunch of young kids, and they opened fire on the protesters, and 4 people were killed. And they were innocents too. They weren't even involved in the protest. They were shot down, and it was one of those pretty overwhelming things for for my generation, and it certainly had an impact on Neil Young when he heard about it and saw the photos of the 4 that were killed in Life magazine back when they used to have magazines. Uh, he went for a walk and wrote this song in 15 minutes. They came back and recorded it, and it was just like it was all done within a couple of 3 days, and then it hit the radio. They demanded it be released immediately. So it was quite a kick in the head. When this came out, and there's a line in it, should have been done long ago. And it may be hard to understand, but back then there was such hostility against the young left, the radicals or the hippies or, anti-war protesters and, commie pinko fags and, send you back to Russia and all this shit. It was really an awful, awful thing, and this generational conflict, and not just generational, but, political conflict. And, we've certainly come full circle on it, and it's much, much worse this time, much worse. So we don't want to forget their names, Alex Pretty and Renee Good. Don't forget their names, and it's important for us to know that. So here's what happened in 1970, and the person that put this together, put the little montage together, they were working on some film project or something, but I thought it would be good to go ahead and and show that, because it's probably got some of the original photographs and some of the news coverage or something like that. So I don't know, but let's go ahead and listen. Whoops, if I can get it up there.
Tin soldiers and Nixons come. soldiers and Nixon's coming. We're finally on our own. This summer I hear the drumming. Oh, dead in Ohio. 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 How many more? Oh, dead in Ohio. Why? Oh, dead in Ohio. Oh, dead in Ohio. Oh, dead in Ohio. Why? Oh, dead in
Boy, I didn't realize how much that was going to upset me. Uh, yeah, it just brings it all back. I mean, I was young, man. You know, but it just brings it all back. I think because of what happened yesterday with Alex Pretty being killed, and not that many weeks ago, the other one Renee Good. And how many more? How many more is it going to take? And that's what those people are doing up there. I mean, they are out there in blistering cold weather, protesting, putting their lives on the line, because obviously that's what the government is trying to do, is make you afraid, and they're not. They're out there witnessing, you know, yeah, here we are. You're not going to get rid of us, and got to just, I don't know, it just, like I say, it's like a deja vu all over again shit. It's just, I'm old now. What's it changed? I mean, what's changed? It's gotten ever so much worse, and you saw the crowds there, and they were nothing compared to what the crowds are now. There's thousands and thousands of people all over the country demonstrating, and it's winter. What the hell is going to happen when it comes spring and summer, and people are even more angry? I just don't know. I just don't know. How can you predict what's going to happen? But it's frightening. It's frightening, and I don't know what to say. I guess we'll find out. So yeah, like I said, I didn't realize that was going to upset me so much, but it is what it is. So I will be back, and hit like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, and we'll see y'all then. Bye bye.